My name is my name is Sandra Molinello. I'm an admissions counselor at Florida Gulf Coast University. Just a quick few things about me before we get started, so you don't feel like there's a random person just kind of giving you a lot of information. I graduated with my bachelor's degree in English at FGCU in 2020. So not a great year to graduate or do anything, but we all made it through. Um, I recently graduated with my master's in English as well from FGCU. And my main concentration was early American literature. So that's something that I feel very passionately about, and I specifically like focusing on women writers. So I am an FGCU alum through and through. I'm a Florida native. I have spent most of my time in Southwest Florida. And I really enjoyed my time at FGCU as a student, and now as professional staff as well. And I do have to say that one of my favorite parts is that we have a very welcoming and inclusive student body at FGCU. Um, but on the screen here, you'll see my contact information, so feel free to take a picture. I am more than happy to answer any questions that you may have, so you can feel free to reach out to me via email, or you can give me a call. And if I don't answer, just leave a voicemail. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Now, if you scan the QR code in the corner there, you will receive important information from FGCU so you don't miss out on anything or any events that are coming up. Now, we do hold an open house and an admitted students event a couple times a year, so you'll definitely want to keep an eye out for those if you're interested in visiting our campus. All right, so just a few fast facts about FGCU. We have approximately 16,000 students enrolled, so that makes us a smaller to medium-sized campus. I like to say that FGCU is a smaller school with that big school feel. At the same time, there are plenty of quiet spots on campus. So last fall, 2,800 of those 16,000 students made up our freshman class. The average class size is 33 students with a 22-to-1 student to faculty ratio. So that means the students really get that hands-on individualized attention from their professors, which led FGCU to rank #2 in job placement after graduation in the state of Florida. So if you graduate from FGCU, you'll probably have a job lined up afterwards. Now, outside the classroom, we like to have some fun too. We have 180 registered student organizations, so there's lots of different ways to get involved on campus. We also have 15 NCAA Division I athletic teams. So some of these sports include basketball, baseball, swimming, and softball. All right, so as I mentioned previously, FGCU is big on hands-on learning, and you can see a little bit of what that looks like here. So on the top right-hand corner, you'll see our Viper room, in which a student is creating a simulation. And so this is mostly used by the College of Engineering. On the top left, you'll see one of our health students. So we have a really cool mock emergency room with dummies that can talk, so students can learn how to draw blood and hook up an IV. Which is really important because they get to learn all of this in the classroom before they go out into the field and work on real people. So in the other photos on the left there, you'll see that there are students engaging in research. And in the bottom middle, you will see a professional golf management student who's in our virtual golf simulator. Now, this golf simulator can mimic any golf course in the world. And in the last photo on the bottom right there, you'll see tickers like what you would see on Wall Street. So students really do get that hands-on attention without even having to leave the classroom. All right, so here you'll see that we have 80 different majors and minors to choose from when looking for an area of study. So our majors are listed up right up there. Now, some students may double major or even pick up a minor too. For instance, if you're majoring in criminal justice, you can take an additional 4 or 5 classes and minor in forensic science or forensic studies. Now, a major and a minor don't necessarily need to be related. Um, Now, if there is a program that you're interested in, I highly recommend going to our website, fgcu.edu, and looking up the major, because you'll see the curriculum map. So you'll see what kinds of classes you'd be expected to take as a student. Now, please note that there are some programs with an asterisk. Those are limited access or specialized programs, which means that they'll require a secondary application either at the time that you apply to FGCU or during your sophomore year. So one of these is nursing. So students apply to the nursing program in their second year after they fulfill the prereqs for the program. Now, to highlight some of our programs, our nursing program is ranked number 2 out of the Florida public institutions. Our entrepreneurship program is nationally ranked. We have just one of 16 professional golf management programs in the country. We also just built the new water school, where students can conduct research out on the water and then walk 5 minutes back into the lab to test their results. All right, so here you can see South Village or SoBi. This is our freshman housing option. You'll see the models right up here, but we do have the 2 and the 3 bedroom single suite style options, meaning that you'll never share a bedroom with anybody else. You will, however, share a bathroom or a common space with 1 or 2 other individuals. The 2 bedroom suite includes a bathroom and a shower. While the 3 bedroom suite includes a bathroom, shower, small living room, and a kitchenette with a full size fridge, microwave, and sink. And then you can see the 2 floor plans right here. Now in SoBi, there are other amenities such as game rooms, a small movie theater available for streaming, a fitness center, and a resort style pool, as you can see in the middle there. So there is also a dining hall that's open 7 a.m. to midnight all week long. And personally, I do go there multiple times a week, so it's definitely worth it. Now students can use flex dollars at the restaurants on campus. Some of these restaurants include Starbucks, Chick-fil-A, Brahma Express, and 239 Burgers. Now, the FGCU residence halls are roughly a 10-minute walk from the main campus, and we do have shuttles that are available to take the students from the residence halls to the main campus. Now, students are welcome to have a car on campus, and they'll leave them parked in the SoBi parking lots. We just ask that they don't drive them to the main campus during peak hours, as we are a big commuter school, so we try to keep the parking garages pretty clear during those times. And so North Lake Village is where the upperclassmen live, and it offers a view of our waterfront. Now, these residence halls are apartment style with 4 bedrooms in each one. All right, so in this photo, you'll see our main campus. The green circle in the middle there is our library lawn, which is the core of campus life. You'll often see student organizations out there, students hanging out on the hammocks, on the trees, and some will just hang out and do their homework. During the first few weeks of classes, we do have food trucks that come on campus and hand out free food. So if you ask me, there's no better way to beat those first week jitters. And then on the left-hand side there, you will see our library, which is where we have our Center for Academic Achievement, and students can head in there and get some free tutoring if they feel that they need it. Okay, so I do have some information on how to apply. So you can apply via the Common App or the our website, fgcu.edu, whichever works best for you. We're going to ask for the same documents regardless, which is an official high school transcript and at least 1 set of standardized test scores. We accept the SAT, ACT, and now the CLT as well. So something to keep in mind is that we do super score. So for those of you who don't know what that means, we'll take the highest score from each of your sections so that you have the highest score possible. And if you apply as a freshman earning an AA or an associate's degree, you are test optional. However, you are required to submit an official high school transcript from the Florida Public College that you attend. All right, so now we get to the most important part, which are the deadlines. There are a few important dates to keep in mind. First, the application opens August 1st of your senior year. So for any seniors in here, you know, that application is open. The next important date to keep in mind is November 1st. This is our early action deadline. It's non-binding, but it guarantees that you'll hear back with the decision sooner, sometime between mid-December and early January. Additionally, we will automatically consider you for the merit-based scholarships. So you do not need to submit a separate application for that, and I will touch on those scholarships in just a moment here. The next deadline to keep in mind is March 1st. This is the last day that you can submit an application. Now applicants who submit their application between November 2nd and March 1st are considered regular decision, and they'll hear back on a rolling basis starting in January. All right, so here is the tuition cost. For Florida residents, it's approximately $6,000 per year. Most classes are 3 credit hours, and students typically take between 12 and 15 credit hours per semester. So that's how we come up with these rough estimates. Now, housing and meal plans are an additional cost if you choose to purchase those. However, you're not required to. For Florida residents, you're looking at approximately $17,000 per year. Now, like I said previously, we do offer merit-based scholarships, and you'll receive consideration as long as you apply early action. If you apply regular decision, you do forfeit consideration for these scholarships. So in order to qualify for this, your application must be in by November 1st, and the transcript, test scores, or the official transcript from the public college must be processed on our end no later than November 15th. Now, we offer 2 merit scholarships for Florida residents, which are the President's Gold and the President's Silver. You can receive either $3,000 or $5,000 per year up to 4 years. Now, we also offer the Foundation Scholarship that opens October 1st and closes May 1st, and you may submit a new application each year. Now, this scholarship does run through the Office of Financial Aid, but essentially you fill out one application, you answer a few questions, submit some short response answers, and we'll match your application to one or more of 2,000 scholarships that we offer thanks to our donors. At FGCU, the merit-based and the foundation scholarships are stackable with any outside funding you may secure, such as Bright Futures, Florida Prepaid, or any individually arranged scholarships. And hopefully that will allow you to lower that cost of attendance. Finally, I do have some helpful tips for you. First, apply early. You can't go wrong doing that. There's no disadvantages to it. Next, take the SAT, ACT, and or CLT multiple times to strengthen your application. And of course, this will help you familiarize yourself with each of these tests as well. Make sure that you check your status through the Future Eagle account and read your emails. We do send out a lot of important communication through the application process, so it's really important that you keep up to date with that information. And of course, our office is more than happy to assist in any way that we can. So you can reach out to us and email us at admissions@fgcu.edu. But thank you all so much for your time today. I know I've given you all a lot of information, but I'm more than happy to check any questions in the chat in just a few moments. But again, thank you all for your time. My name is Sandra Moinedo. You'll see my information there. So you're more than welcome to reach out. But yeah, thank you for your time, and I hope to see some of you on campus next fall. So yeah, if anybody has any questions, you're more than welcome to just go ahead and get them in the chat, and I'll go ahead and answer them. Yes, I can definitely go back to the deadlines. So yes, with the deadlines, early action, that deadline is November 1st, but then regular decision is through March 1st. And then of course, applicants will have through March 15th to go ahead and supply new test scores. But at that point, we also can only review applications until we hit capacity. For the spring, that application closes December 1st, although I wouldn't recommend waiting that long to submit the application. And usually with those, we'll start reviewing applications, starting sometime in September. Yep, absolutely. So let's see here. I'm gonna go ahead and just do the full screen for a minute here. Um, but yes, we do offer psychology as a minor right there. And so with the minor, again, usually you can take 4 or 5 additional classes to get the minor. Now you don't need to stay any additional time to complete it. That will usually just come out of your electives. So definitely a great option to consider.